CrownBreakers by Sharkbomb Studios is an upcoming roguelike grid-based deck builder set in a warring dystopian city. You control a leader, and eventually other party members, as you brawl your way across the map trying to curb stomp the enemy boss. Every character has a unique free action they can take. In the demo, this translates to a free attack of some kind. Alongside those free actions, you also have a deck of cards that cost energy, basically mana, to play. These cards operate independently from your characters, which means you can still interact with enemies across the screen even if your party is nowhere near them. Other notable features of combat are the environmental objects and the knockback effect. There are various environmental objects that you can either destroy or knock people into, or into people, including a couple exploding ones. Plenty of cards and actions have a knockback effect, which forcibly moves the target character. If moved into an object or another character, both are damaged. What really separates CrownBreakers from other roguelike deck builders is the momentum system. Thematically, you're fighting your way through city streets to reach the enemy leader, and momentum is how the game represents that. The more enemies you kill, the further you advance across the map. This turns each run into a bit of a race against the clock. You need to kill enemies fast enough to reach the boss before you're overwhelmed, while still maintaining enough health to actually survive the boss fight. I said CrownBreakers is a roguelike, and that aspect is shown off a little in the demo. After the tutorial, we can purchase certain upgrades such as additional cards that can be found on the battlefield. These cards show up as environmental objects you have to destroy. Once you break them, you get to choose one of several cards to add to your deck. This creates an interesting decision. Do you focus on damaging enemies, or do you take time to destroy the card objects for potential upgrades? It never felt overly punishing due to there being multiple attacks to let you do both. We can also unlock the scrapping, stickers, and relic mechanics. Relics are items that do something for this run. For example, this relic polishes all the cards in my deck. You're probably wondering what that means. Well, scrapping lets you scrap a card once per turn, which adds this scratch effect on the card and shuffles it into your deck while also drawing a new one. If you scratch a card twice, it destroys it, removing it from your deck. Not only does this allow you to remove cards from your deck, but there are also cards that interact with the scratch mechanic, which adds another level of depth to the gameplay. Polishing, as you might guess, removes the scratches from the cards, so I can scrap them again without destroying them. The last mechanic shown is stickers, which are basically modifiers you can find and add to any card. From what's displayed in the demo, I like the depth shown, and I think there could be something special here depending on how the rest of the game is filled out. Not to mention the art. While the boards themselves are bland, I really appreciate the card and character art here. I think they look great and really sell the style on display. The CrownBreakers demo is fun, might take you an hour to finish, go give it a try. Will say though, unless I missed it, you do have to finish the tutorial every time you want to attempt the runs again. Wish there was a skip feature, but it only takes a couple of minutes, so it's not the end of the world. If you want to discuss something shown here, leave a comment below. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe if you haven't, it helps the channel grow. My name's Yuo, and I'll see you in the next one.